Living in America as a black person, you recognize there is one set of laws for you and one set of laws for those, especially in the white community. In our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, I take you through times in my life when I first started noticing white supremacy. We teach you how to recognize it, identify it, and also counter it in our book. This book is a beginner's course for those that are just starting to wake up and open their eyes to see the system of white supremacy. As a black American person, you must understand this system because this system is life or death to you. How you handle it, how you deal with it, it can affect your mental health if you don't understand this system. Pick up our book, Passive Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy, today on Amazon.
Peace, family. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm pleased to be a worldwide contributor here on African Diaspora News Channel. Please make sure that you slam that thumbs up button and share this broadcast. Thank you so very much. Just so you know that when you do that, you make it more likely that other folks will know that we're here. And how many of you all know that we, in the black media, the real black media, we're the counter voice to the dominant society's voice. So thank you so very much for sharing this broadcast. Family, now you all know that the black bootleg world is pretending like they got a victory with this Biden-Harris administration, with this black female Supreme Court pick. Now that they was able to barely push that through in Congress, in the Senate, to get her nominated. Of course, she's got her little zaddy. She's married to a zaddy, and that's fine because you can get your zaddy and stuff. Anywho, what's interesting is her history. Allegedly, somebody say allegedly, or should we say allegedly? Leave the A out because that's from the dictionary, not the dictionary. The dictionary is the book of words. It's my book of words. It's coming to a theater near you. Watch this. I'm reading from the ABA Journal, and the headline here says Supreme Court nominee Jackson rarely ruled for plaintiffs in bias cases. Now, it says here in the first part, U.S. District Judge, of course, we're talking about this black lady, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, U.S. Supreme Court Court nominee, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, ruled in favor of plaintiffs in only 3 of 25 race bias cases reviewed by Reuters. It says one of the cases, however, was a constitutional challenge to the law, to a law that gives preference in government contracts to socially disadvantaged individuals. It goes on to say in other cases, Jackson ruled against a U.S. Park police officer, a Bureau of Land Management employee, and a pharmacist at a Washington hospital. Y'all listen, all of who claim discrimination because they're black. In another case, Jackson ruled against a group of black workers suing Lockheed Martin. That's a huge military company. I say military company because of the stuff that they make. In the military, we buy up all their stuff. In another case, Jackson ruled against a group of black workers suing Lockheed Martin for alleged discrimination. She refused to certify a proposed class of more than 5,500 current and former black employees at Lockheed because the workers had varying claims of discrimination. She also rejected a proposed $22.8 million settlement as inadequate and unfair, the case in Ross versus Lockheed Martin court. The case reviewed by Reuters involves substantive rulings she made as a U.S. District Judge in the District of Columbia from 2013 to 2021. Now, let me tell you all something. Now, the little time or two it might have implied she may have meant well. Let me tell you something. I am someone that is thoroughly understands the energy that comes with both federal courts, state courts, and lower courts. And mostly civil cases, because I was fighting against some very powerful entities, including some Wall Street entities, some government officials, and quite frankly, some judges and other folks that I won't say at this time. Talk black to me. And even though I am not trained in law and I'm not an attorney and I don't give legal advice, I represented myself in many of these cases. And because I was involved with so many high, powerful entities, I understand the energy and the tricks that they come up with to railroad you from getting justice. So the way the court is set up, it truly is a court. God, today, what you mean, Vicki? Don't you call, when you go watch a basketball game, what do you call the area that they play on? A court. It's a game. And so before they ever even get to the merits of the case, before they get to the facts of the case, before they come to the conclusion of justice, they throw a whole bunch of tricks and technical things in there to prevent you from ever getting there. And this black-faced woman, in my opinion, likely, allegedly, played her role as the help. And it continues when you have a black-faced person in such a powerful position, and they are not black first. And some of you may say, well, she got to follow the rules. She got to make sure that she's going by the rules. You can't just do anything. Let me tell your funny looking self something. What do we need you for in war if you're going to make excuses for the other side? You become proficient and expert in war, in law, in education, in mathematics, in military, in any of these other areas in order to figure out a way to benefit your people. Slowness. Somebody put some titles in the chat. We don't need you sitting here fighting for how right this rigged system is. The situation we're in, the battlefield we're in is war. Slowness. We have dang near half a millennium with the most intense disadvantage. And you're going to sit up here and talk to me. I'm not talking about folks just breaking the rules and not being intelligent about how they do stuff. But while y'all sitting up here busting balloons and throwing confetti and having parades and stuff, like this is some victory for putting her in this position, she found a way to still rule against black folks who specifically said that they were discriminated against in multiple cases. She had a technical way to throw the ball back to white supremacy. What are you excited about a black-faced person for when she found a way to give the ball to the other side? Laws can be interpreted in many ways. They can figure out a way to do case law that benefits and that substantiates their rulings. They can set a new precedent if they properly do their orders right. But when your first argument is why you can't do something, you ain't no revolutionary. I keep telling you that you official blackface white supremacists, you guys ain't no revolutionary. I need to take somebody that doesn't understand subject-verb agreement around this piece. Our brothers and sisters that don't have these different degrees, whether you got it from Howard or Harvard, I would ride with them all day long. Because they're not using their white supremacist education to find a way to rule against their people. What's the point of you doing that if you still gonna throw the ball back at the other side? You better activate your big black brain to see what you can do for your people. Otherwise, stay off the benches. Slowness. You can't be a part of the system and still acting like the, come on now, this is just madness. We're in war. And I ain't trying to hear that mess. There is something that you can do. And if enough of these judges push back, if enough of these black attorneys push back, if you Negroes weren't so scared to death, trembling and shaking, going into these courts like you going before God, we could probably get somewhere. Now let me calm myself down. Somebody talk black to me. I'm just saying, this ain't nothing to celebrate. Shout out to the Final Call newspaper. I did, they featured me a few days back, and I was specifically talking about this pick and why this is not some sort of benefit or level up for us. My name is Vicki Dillard, beloved. Make sure that you go to my website at onpurposewithvicky.com. The link is below, onpurposewithvicky.com. Get your Vicki t-shirts. I've got all kinds of yummy sayings, and we got many more coming. They're unisex t-shirts for both brothers and sisters, all kinds of choices. I also have some replays, some books, and some other products that's there. I got a few Dr. Claude Anderson products there. You don't want to miss it. Get your little mini gavels while you can. Go to onpurposewithvicky.com, onpurposewithvicky.com. And when you take a picture of yourself with some of my products on, you might be able to be featured on my Vicki Dillard fan page. That's the group of people that run it separately from me. They created it, but they support what we do. So you may have a chance to be featured on their Instagram page, and Twitter. So make sure, beloved, that you get your products today at onpurposewithvicki.com. That's onpurposewithvicki.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you again.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and download the African Diaspora News Channel app, now available on Google Play and the Apple App Store.